Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for another video right here on the new home of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the Shadows Lair. And I'd like to welcome you all once again inside the Shadows Lair. This is episode number 31, the redone version. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button down below on this channel and all my other channels, which are down in my pants, also otherwise known as the description box below. And as always, find me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Hit that bell, get notified when I do another video. And because if not, you lose. And that's all I gotta say about that. So hit the bell, get notified when I do a video. Share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media. And subscribe to my channels. Show them your love and support. And don't forget to smash that like button and stick it straight up Susan's you know what. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, really quickly, I'm gonna run through this episode of the Shadows Lair. Now, last night I tried to do was doing a live show with my All Out and Clash of the Castle predictions. I was doing pretty good, and then my internet conked down on me like 6 times. So kept going on and off and on and off. So I was like, you know what? I stopped the video and I scrapped the video. I deleted it. So this is the redone part 2 version of episode number 31. So, but I'm not going live. Obviously, I'm not going to go live right now, but it is what it is. But I will be going live late Sunday night after All Out goes off the air, whenever that goes off the air, probably 12:30 maybe. So I'll probably be doing my review around 1 a.m.-ish, depending on how tired I am. But we'll see what happens with all that. So on episode 31 of the Shadows Lair series, I'm here to give you, once again, my Clash at the Castle and All Out 4 predictions. Now, tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. on Peacock, we got Clash at the Castle from Cardiff, Wales, the first UK-ish pay-per-view since 1992's SummerSlam 92. If you see me going off, I'm watching Rampage. We got Swerve in All Glory and the Acclaimed with Tony Baloney. So, Rampage is about to go off the air in about 15-20 minutes. So, but I won't review it. So, but if you've been following me on Twitter, I've been live tweeting with the show, so we got that, and that's it. Alright, let's get the predictions for Clash of the Castle, like I said, tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. from Cardiff, Wales. Should be a pretty decent show. 6 matches on the show. I don't know if there's going to be any added tomorrow, but I think with 6 matches, you can probably fit about a 2.5 hour pay-per-view with video packages, and maybe something else happens, and, you know, interviews and shit like that. Stage looks pretty damn good inside Principality Stadium, whatever the name of it's called. Looks pretty good. A nice big long ramp as always during a big stadium show. Gotta be all like 35 feet over there, and it'll take them 20 minutes to get to the ring. Good job. Good job, Hunter. And Stephanie. Hi, Steph. Anyway. Alright, let's get to the predictions and let's not waste any time. I got other things to do with my time. And that's it. Alright, so we're gonna start off from the bottom from the bottom to the top, like always. I'm taking this from the Wikipedia pages for the Clash of the Castle and All Out sections. So we got that. Alright, so we're gonna start off with a tag team match player. We got Edge and Rey Mysterio, booyaka booyaka, with his son, Dominic Mysterio, taking on the Judgment Day of Finn Balor and Damian Priest with the lovely Rhea Ripley at ringside. Should be a pretty good match. But I'm going to go with the Judgment Day to pick up the victory over Edge and Rey Mysterio. I feel that Dominic is going to finally turn on his dad, because we all know who his real daddy is, right? And he got in on this, eh? But, yeah, so I think Dominic's gonna turn on Edge and his dad, join up with the Judgment Day, making it a foursome Yeah, so Judgment Day is going to get the win, and that's pretty much it. And we'll see what happens with all that when we move on from there. So, like I said, Judgment Day will get the win over Edge and Rey Mysterio. Alright, up next for the Intercontinental title, we got big beefy men slapping meat in that ring. We got the Intercontinental Champion, Walter, taking on Sheamus Fella! This is going to be a war. Big beefy men slapping meat in that ring. Sheamus, kind of a hometown boy, even though he's from Ireland. But Wales is different. Way different areas, but it is what it is. Not areas, different countries. Whatever. Should be a good match. Ridge Holland and Pete fucking Dunne, not calling him Butch, at ringside along with Ludwig Kaiser. So I'm gonna go with Walter to continue his continue his reign as Intercontinental Champion in a pretty damn good match. I think Sheamus' freaking chest is going to be bright red. He's going to have a tan for once. Not the traditional way, but it is what it is. And that's pretty much it. I had to check my time because I can't go over 33 minutes, but I'm going to try to get this done really quickly. That's it. Alright, so Walter will beat Sheamus and retain the Intercontinental title. And there you go. Alright, up next, we got probably the match I want to see the most, besides, Roman and Drew. We got Matt Riddle taking on Seth freaking Rollins, and this is going to be a fight between these guys who do not like each other. If we saw what happened on Monday night with the off-script segment of that interview they had where Seth was talking about, Riddle's family, and it's like, oh, you don't have a family because your wife divorced you and take the kids with you. And then Riddle off-script cursing, saying the F-bombs, like 3 F-bombs, and now all the allegations with his ex-wife going on. Been a really bad week for you, Matt Riddle. And that's that. So this is going to be a big, humongous fight. And Alex Shelley's sighting. I'm watching Rampage, and they just had the Motor City Machine Guns come out live on TV with Jay Lethal and company. So nice to see Sabin and Shelley on AEW television. Even though I guess now the Forbidden Door is open again, with Impact coming in. Did it just Machine Guns try to do a freaking Carl Anderson? It is what it is, but I won't talk about that. I want to talk about AEW at the moment. But anyway, this is Matt Riddle and Seth freaking Rollins is going to be a fight. I'm going to go with Matt Riddle to win. I think it doesn't hurt Seth Rollins if he loses, but then again, if Riddle loses, it is what it is. A lot of people, there's rumors saying that Randy Orton's going to cost Riddle or something like that, but I don't see that happening. I just think Riddle's going to beat the living crap out of Rollins, and then we might get another match at the next pay-per-view, Extreme Rules, probably like a street fight or a submission match, or some type of gimmick match, and we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with Matt Riddle to pick up the victory over Seth Rollins. Alright, then we got a 6-woman tag team match player. We got Bianca Belair, she plays for the hairs, not even for the hairs, Bianca Belair, teaming up with Alexa Bliss and my first wife, Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka, set my dick. They take on Damage Control, Bayley, don't give me a hug, Dakota Kai, and my third wife, Io Sky. So I have to, cry and get really upset when Io and Asuka are going at it. Even though it makes my dick hard, but here's what it is. This should be a pretty decent match. I'm going to go with Damage Control to get the win. Bayley, Dakota, and Io will get the win over Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka. There may be, I'm not saying it might happen, but Asuka may turn. She should, but I think Asuka may turn and join up with Bayley, Dakota, and her best friend Io. 2 parts of the Black Lotus tribe, but we'll see what happens with that when we get there. And that's pretty much it. And that's it. Alright, we'll move on from there. All right, then we go to the SmackDown Women's Championship match. We got Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler going at it. Shayna is being trained by Ronda Rousey for the match. I don't think it's going to help. So I'm going to go with Liv Morgan to retain. Possibly Ronda appears at the show. Maybe cost Shayna the match. And then maybe we'll see Ronda versus Shayna at Extreme Rules in a submission match. Or maybe a fight pit match. But we shall see what happens tomorrow. But I think Liv will retain. And then eventually lose to Ronda or somebody by maybe the Saudi Arabia show, Crown Jewel 4, which is November the 5th. And we'll see what happens with that. And we'll move on from there. Alright, then we go to your main event of the show. For the unified titles, we got our tribal chief. We must acknowledge the man, Roman Reigns, Mr. Blockfist himself, supposedly with the wise man, Paul Heyman. My name is Paul Heyman. Taking on the hometown boy, Drew McIntyre, who will be coming out possibly to Broken Dreams, his old theme. That'll be very nice to hear. This could go either way. Odds are in favor of Roman. The odds are saying Roman will win the match. I'm going to go with the odds. I'm going to say Roman will retain the title because I think Killer Cross is going to screw Drew McIntyre. And Roman will continue on as the greatest champion in WWE history in the modern era. 730 days as of right now. So he will continue on to 2+ years as champ. I just don't see anybody beating him until maybe WrestleMania, which will probably be Cody Rhodes. Ain't gonna be The Rock, but it is what it is. I think Roman will win, and my good friend, the Puerto Rican princess herself, Issa, will be very happy. Because if not, she will be a very angry person, like she was tonight on her watch along. Boy, she ranted up a storm. Holy shit! I concede my crown as best ranter on YouTube to you, Issa. Do I have to fight you for it again? Maybe not. But anyway, I gotta go with Roman to win, retain the title. I think Killer Cross is gonna come out and beat Drew's ass. That's it. Theory, I don't think he's gonna cash in. I could care less if he does, because he will lose. Doesn't pay for him to have that damn briefcase. But it is what it is. Alright, so once you get the recap, I got the Judgment Day to beat Edge and Rey Mysterio, Walter to retain over Sheamus, Matt Riddle to beat Seth freaking Rollins, Damage Control, Bayley, Dakota, and Io to beat Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka, Liv Morgan to retain against Shayna Baszler, and finally Roman to retain over Drew McIntyre. And that is Clash at the Castle, which will happen in a few hours from now, 1 o'clock Eastern Time, on Peacock or wherever you are going to watch it. I will watch a little bit of it, but I will not watch the entire pay-per-view because I will be out. So, and I will not review it until Monday. So there you go. All right, let's get to All Out 4, which happened Sunday night from Chicago, Illinois, and we got a big card. 14 matches total. 3 on the pre-show with a buy-in at 7 o'clock on YouTube. How much time do I have on this? Can't see. Oh yeah, 14 minutes. We got time. We got 20 minutes. Not 20. I got 15 minutes left. Alright. So, All Out 4, Sunday night at 7 o'clock with the buy-in, then 8 o'clock bell time for the main show. From the Now Arena in Chicago, like I said. So let's go with the buy-in. And we're going to start with a big, beefy men slapping meat match. Just may start it or maybe the second match on the card. I don't know. But I'm going to go from top to bottom. And, and here we go. Alright, we got Eddie Kingston versus Tomohiro Ishii. Not Ishii, it's Ishii. Part 2. This should be a big, beefy men slapping match. The first match was pretty damn good. That was at, I think, a New Japan Strong event. Well, I think Ishii won the match. But this time, part 2 should be a great match. I'm going to go with Eddie Kingston to win the match. But, well, I mean, we'll see what happens with with that. But we'll move on from it. So Eddie Kingston to beat Tomohiro Ishii. And that's it. Alright, our second match on the pre-show for the All-Atlantic Championship. We got that bastard Pac taking on the returning Kip Sabian, who returns to action after his long injury and time off with Penelope Ford as well. I wouldn't be surprised if Penelope's at ringside. Maybe Alex Abrahantes will be at ringside with Pac, probably the Death Triangle. And we'll see what happens with that. Should be a pretty good match, good technical match, good high-flying match as well. I just don't see Kip Sabian winning it in his first match back. So I'm going to go with that bastard Pac to retain the title. And we'll see what happens with that after we get there. Alright, then the final match on the pre-show. For the FTW Championship, we're going to send for the man. Get in here, you young, handsome devil, you. We got the man, Hook, taking on member of the Jericho Appreciation Society, former member of 3.0, 2.0, Ever Rise, whatever you want to call it, Angelo Parker, with Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard at ringside. Should be a match. I'm going to go with Hook to retain. I mean, there's no way he's going to lose to Parker. And then maybe this week on Dynamite or Rampage, we'll probably see Daddy Magic take on Hook, and Hook will beat him. Probably just go through the entire Jericho Appreciation Society after that. But I don't even know who's going to beat Hook at this point. Unless it's his dad, but I doubt that. His dad's retired. Taz. But it is weird. So I'm going to go with Hook to retain over Angelo Parker to retain the FTW title. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so now we go to the main show. And we start off with Bryan Danielson. Yes! Taking on Le Champion Chris Jericho of the Jericho Appreciation Society. The Wizard. They'll throw a fireball in your face. But it is what it is. It should be a very good match. Very high-flying, technical match. What version we're going to see from Jericho? Maybe the Lionheart version, which we saw against Moxley. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to go with Danielson to pick up the win. But you never know. We'll see what happens with that. So, Bryan Danielson to beat Jericho. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the vacant, or the interim, AEW Women's World Championship match, since Thunder Rosa had to vacate the title due to injury. So we got the top four contenders: Toni Storm, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby, her best friend Jamie Hayter, nice piece of ash, and another hot piece of ash, Hikaru Shida, going at it. Should be a pretty good match. It's like a toss-up between Toni and Jamie Hayter. I think both of them are deserving of the win. I just don't think Shida or Britt Baker, as much as I love Britt Baker, baby, are gonna get the belt back for a second or third time. So I'm gonna go with Toni Storm to win her first AEW Women's Championship and hold it until Thunder Rosa comes back, which will probably be next year. Who knows? And then unify the belt. Like, we need more unifying belts. I mean, we're going to see that Sunday at Worlds Collide with NXT and NXT UK that nobody gives two shits about. I don't understand why they have that pay-per-view just to unify the belt and get rid of NXT UK, and then you're going to have NXT Europe in 2023 with probably new belts. Makes no sense. That's just me. Anyway, alright, so Toni Storm wins the interim AEW Women's World Championship. And we're going to move on from there. Alright, then we go to a six-man tag team match. We got the House of Black, Malachi Black, who asked for his release and got denied, and that was an actual, real rumor. We talked about it on Wednesday, that it was an actual rumor, then it was fake. Now, per Raj Singh and other outlets, now it was true that Malachi Black did ask for his release, but he got denied, because I think Tony wants to give him more money. He doesn't want to send him back to Hunter, because, Hunter will mold him up to Aleister Black again, and he'll make him what Aleister Black should have been until Vince McMahon destroyed it. But that whole gimmick that was supposed to happen with the new music and everything. Blah, 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 blah. So we got Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews with the lovely Julia Hart at ringside. They take on the ungodly team of Darby Allin, the man called Sting. It's Stink! And the man himself, the man who hates God, Mito smash CJ Petty pussy. Yeah. So we got that. I'm going to go with Darby, Sting, and Miro to get the victory. Lana make her debut in this match. I think Julia Hart will get involved somehow. And then we'll see Lana. But then again, who knows what happens with that. So Darby, Sting, and Miro will get the win. And that's pretty much it. Alright, gotta finish up. Got about 10 minutes to go. We're almost done. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the AEW TBS Championship match. We have that bitch show, Jade Cargill, 37-0, putting up her title and her undefeated streak against the number one contender, Ember Moon, otherwise known as Athena. Sophie Hathaway will be at ringside, along with the baddies, Layla Gray and the woman on fire, Kiera Hogan. And we'll see what happens with that. I don't know if they're going to pull the trigger with Athena and her being the one in 37-1. And then finally ending Jade's 2-year reign, kind of combined title. But I don't know if they're going to do that. I really think maybe it might be Chris Statlander. Or it could be somebody else. But if it's not Athena, then I don't know who. But I just have a gut feeling we're going to go with Jade Cargill to get the win, retain the TBS Championship, go 38-0. But we'll see what happens with that. But I'm going to go with my gut, and usually my gut wins, if you know what I mean, the bathroom. So I'm going with Jade Cargill to pick up the win and retain the title. Alright, then we go to Jungle Man Jack Perry. Well, I can't say his name. Well, I can't say it like that now. Now it's Jack Perry taking on Christian Cage. This should be a fight. Jungle Boy wants to get revenge on Christian for what happened. And, talk about his dad, Luke Perry, and all the other crap. Christian just there to get a paycheck. So, it is what it is. So, I'm going to go with Jack Perry, Jungle Boy, to pick up the win over Christian. And we'll see what happens. That's it. So, Jack Perry will beat Christian. That's it. Alright, then we go to another 6-man tag team match. We got 3 on the card. One of them a trios tag team title match, which I'll get to in a little bit. So, we got the TNT champion Wardlow teaming up with the triple tag team champions FTR, Forever the Revival, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Hardwood as they take on Jay Lethal, Pat Machismo. Yeah, dig it! As he teams with the Motor City Machine Guns, made in Detroit. Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley, who made their AEW debut tonight on Rampage, to do a little promo. Then some shit talking was said, and Dax Hardwood almost went at Chris Sabin because it was Alex Shelley, I think it was said some bad words. But it is what it is. It should be a pretty fun match. I'm gonna go with Wardlow and FTR to get the win. And there you go. How much time do I have left? Okay, good. Okay. Get a little more time. Alright, so FTR and Wardlow will pick up the victory over Jay Lethal and the Guns. So, AEW versus Ring of Honor / Impact / Japan. Because almost everybody in this match has been in Japan, except Wardlow. Go figure. That's that. And we move on from it. And that's that. Alright, then we go to the Casino Ladder match, where the winner receives a future AEW World Title shot. Alright, we got Claudio Castagnoli, the Ring of Honor Unified World Champion. We got Wheeler Yuta, the Ring of Honor Pure Champion. We got the Lucha Brothers, Pentagon Zero Miedo, and his brother Rey Fenix. We also have Rush and Andrade El Idolo of La Facción de Inquinables. We also got Dante Martin and the ever-popular TBD. Should be a very good match. high flying, lots of ladder spots, especially with all these guys. All these guys, high flyers, flippy dippity doos galore. It's gonna be a great match. Who could be the Joker? A lot of people saying Brian Cage. I don't know why. I'm thinking it might be MJF. I really think it might be MJF being the Joker. He wins the match, gets the title shot, and then we'll probably see that title match either at Grand Slam or at Full Gear, which I think will probably be at Full Gear. I don't think it'll be at Battle of the Belts 4. That's not even a high-profile match like that, either with Moxley against somebody like, or whoever wins the match, like maybe MJF or Punk MJF 3. But we'll see what happens. But I think MJF might be the Joker, but we'll see what happens with that. And if he is, I think he will win the match. If he's not, then whoever is the Joker might win the match. But then again, I would love to see Claudio win the match. So it's kind of a toss-up. So, pick and choose who you might think. But I'm going to go with the Joker to pick up the win. Which might be Samoa Joe. A lot of people say it might be Samoa Joe as well, but because we haven't seen Samoa Joe since the Ring of Honor pay-per-view. So it's either going to be MJF or Joe, possibly as the Joker, and possibly win the match. But we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go for the tag team titles. We got Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee, and my good friend Prince Idol's cousin, Swerve Strickland, as they take on the Acclaimed of Anthony Bowens and Max Caster with Daddy Ass Billy Gunn at ringside. Sesame Daddy Ass! That's a shirt now. Yeah, it is actually a shirt. It is on shopaew.com. Buy it now. I might actually buy it tonight. No, I'll buy it sometime later. But it is what it is. I'm going to go with Swerve in Our Glory to pick up the win and retain, even though the Acclaimed are red hot right now. But, so I'm going to go with Swerve and Keith Lee to retain the title. Titles, I should say. That's it. Alright, then we go to Ricky Starks, absolute Ricky Starks, taking on Powerhouse Will Hobbs. Should be a big-time fight between two former members of Team Taz. I'm going to go with Ricky Starks to win. I think he's going to get his revenge. And he's going to get a humongous push, possibly to a TNT title, but we'll see what happens with that. And we move on. Alright, then we go to your co-main event for the AEW Trios Championship. Now has been made official. We got the Elite of Kenny by God Omega and the Young Bucks. Matt and Nick Jackson as they take on the Dark Order of the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds and Johnny Hungy, teaming up with the Hangman Adam Page. Gonna be doing some cowboy shit in that match. Should be a good match. Now, it's gonna be the Cinderella story for Hangman and the Dark Order to win. Maybe, but I think this Trios tournament was made for Kenny and the Bucks to win. So I think I'm going to go with my gut from the original start of the tournament. Kenny and the Bucks will win the Trios Championship. And then whenever, it can't be the Undisputed Era anymore because Bobby Fish got released. That sucks. Unless Rowdy goes over there, and then you could have the Undisputed Era versus the Bucks and Kenny, but I guess now that happened, maybe they give it to Hangman and the Dark Order. I don't know, but I'm going to go with my gut once again. I'm going to go with Kenny and the Bucks to win the Trios Championship and probably have a very long reign with it, but we'll see what happens with that. So, we got that. Alright, then we go to the main event, which probably be the main event, which really should be Kenny and the Bucks, but just me. So we got the AEW World Championship match. We got Jon Moxley taking on CM Punk 2 for the AEW title. Now, we all remember what happened on Wednesday when Punk came out and then Ace Steel slapped him around. Like, hey, this is not the Punk I know. And then he signed an open contract, which we all knew was going to happen. And like I called it, the biggest fucking confusing work in the history of wrestling. Because you knew it was a work when Punk lost in 3 minutes. So we'll see what happens with that. I think this might go longer, but then again, I wouldn't be surprised if Punk wins in 3 minutes, and then they have a third match at Grand Slam. It's September the 22nd. And then Punk wins outright and then faces whoever wins the Casino Battle Royale, which could be MJF, could be Samoa Joe, it could be Claudio. But we'll see what happens with that. So, there's my prediction. CM Punk will win back the AEW World title for a second time, continue on the end of summer Punk, going into the fall of Punk, or whatever you want to call it. But it is what it is. So I'm going to go with CM Punk to pick up the victory and win back the AEW title, and really should have never lost it. Just really bad word by Tony Khan. And that's all I got to say about that. Alright, so, do I have... Okay. So that's all I got to say about that. Those are my predictions for All Out and Clash of the Castle. Leave me your predictions down below in the comments section. Or you can do a video of your own if you wish. And that's all I got to say about that. So, I got to go, because I'm running out of time. So, we're out of time! We'll see you next time! So, thank you all for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below. On this channel and my other channels, smash that like button to death. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to smash that bell to bits. And turn on all notifications. You don't miss a goddamn thing. And that's all I got to say about that. So, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go have my sensible dinner. And probably that's it. So, thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookout. Or anything else out. Just don't splash on me, guys. Girls, you can splash on me anytime. But rock on and rock hard with your stuff out. And if you're not down with that, it's too goddamn bad, because we're the Prophecy, the best thing going today. And if you don't like us, well, we don't care, because we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. Until next time, Peter Gomez signing off. Peace.